Hi, welcome to this video lecture about measurements. Now, in science, or here in inorganic chemistry, we have experiments, right? And experiments, observations could either be qualitative or quantitative. When we say qualitative, it answers what, right? Then when we say quantitative, it answers how much, right? That is why many properties of matter are quantitative, meaning whether we like it or not, we must deal with numbers. So in experiments, we have to do analysis. And to have an analysis, we must first have our raw data. Then to have the raw data, we must first measure. So measurement are a number represent the measured quantity along with its specific units. So for example daw, 17.5 in itself is meaningless. Okay? But expressing the number 17.5 when we add a unit like centimeter for example, now this 17.5 centimeters pertains to measurement of length. So that's why it is important to always put the units in every measurement. Now, in terms of units, we have the metric or the SI based units. For example, for mass, we have the kilogram, symbol of kg. Then for length, we have the meters, the time, the seconds, the temperature, Kelvin or K. Then for the amount of substance in moles or the mole, MOL. Then for electric current, the ampere, yung nakikita nyo sa mga phone or charger. Then luminous intensity or candela or CD. Now, from this, in chemistry, we will be most concerned with these five. So, itong dalawa, medyo hindi natin ma-encounter. Now, in measurement, sometimes the number could be either too large or too small. Okay? Now, para somehow to shorten that, we are using these prefixes. Okay? For example, the peta for measurements ranging 10 to 15 power. For example, the earlier one, the kilo, so 10 raised to 3. So this exponent determines the number of zeros. For example, sa kilo, this have 3 zeros, or we can say that it is 1,000, right? Okay, for example daw, let's try using the prefixes. Let's try answering these problems. For example daw, 10 raised to negative 9 grams. This could be 10 raised to negative 9 is nano. Then we will write the grams to it to become nanogram, or the symbol for it is a small letter n, and then the symbol for gram is g or small letter g. That's how we use the prefixes. Now for the second one, 10 raised to negative 6 seconds. 10 raised to negative 6 ay micro. Then we write the unit second. Next, so for the symbol of micro is the mu. Then for second is small letter s. Another one, for letter C, 10 raised to negative 3i milli. Then we write the original meter. Now, for the symbol, milli is small letter m. And then for the meter, it is also small letter m. Okay, so that's how the units can be used with a prefix. Now for number 2, say, how many picometers daw are there in 1 meter? So kung kanina, nagko-convert tayo, now, picometer, parang pabaliktad naman. Okay? So pico is 10 to the negative 12 of, then we write meter. So for 1 picometer, there is 10 to the negative 12 of a meter. Okay, so I hope it is easily understood. Next, let's say 6 times 10 to 3 meters using down a prefix. Again, for this type, we can write the 6. Then 10 to the third power or 10 raised to 3 is kilo. Then we can write the meter. Or this is 6 times 10 raised to 3 meter is just 6 kilometer. Okay? Now, for the SI, unit of length and mass. Now, for the length, it is meters. Okay? And for mass, the SI is not the grams, but the kilogram. Now, mass and weight, so just to remind you, is often incorrectly thought to be the same, but is different. Okay? The weight of the object is due to gravity. So, in space, astronauts or the objects could be weightless, yan, but the mass, okay, it is the original or the fixed amount, okay? So it will not change even without gravity.